Welcome to Unleash Your Courage. This is your host, Angela Schroeder. Whether you're listening live with us on Turf's Upper Radio, Turf's Up Radio family, or you're with us on Facebook, or you're listening by recording, we are so glad you're here. And this might be the last time I say welcome to Unleash Your Courage. That has been the title of our show for a little over a year now, since we started the show on Turf's Up Radio and continued to have the talk of courage in business that went along with the book, The Courageous Mind. And I've loved hearing stories of courage, of our different guests on moments of courage in their business, overcoming obstacles, times that they needed to get out of their comfort zone. We always sign off the show, most of the time, sign off the show with a weekly challenge of what's one thing that you need to do to get uncomfortable, because we all know that that's where growth happens. And I have loved seeing each week some of our guests take it so seriously and are accountable and post about it. Most recently, Ashley and her workout challenge. And it has made me get out of my comfort zone, do some things on social, do some different things in fitness and goals, and move towards different things I was working on. So I love our weekly challenge. And then my favorite part of the weekly challenge was not just our guests and moving me forward, but our audience. When people would have something big that they needed to do in their business, whether it be get a new truck, Edward, or just lots of different things that they knew they needed to take some next step in their business, and they called their shot by what they needed to do to get uncomfortable in that next week. So we might still keep that as a sign off, but I decided to do a solo episode this week. We have lots of incredible guests lined up in the weeks to come, and guests in the conversation are my favorite part of it. And why I keep doing this is the conversations with the guests and giving our audience the opportunity to listen to other people's stories. I learn so much from people's stories, and it is just one of my favorite parts. People that I think I know well and my friends, and come on here, and we always have the greatest conversations, and I hope the audience can learn from those as well. So it's getting out of my comfort zone doing a show by myself, but I'm doing a transition show because we are transitioning our show on Turf's Up Radio, still focusing on small business owners, home service businesses, all kinds of people wanting to level up their life. But I want to continue the conversation that we talked about in courage, and still does take courage, but that is working in your unique genius. First, uncovering what your unique genius is, and then really figuring out how to work in that and maximize that and live in your life fully in your unique genius. And it is another one of those parallels to courage that people that have really figured it out and figured it out well is the difference in people that you see take incremental steps in their business and life, and people that seem to take exponential steps and grow faster in business and in life, and are experiencing more joy. And they have figured out how to live fully in their unique genius. And it's so important in business. And especially, I think we get caught in that. A lot of this audience listening, you're in different places of that business ownership. And we can be wearing all of the hats in a business. And we have to do that in the beginning, right? When we're starting a new business, or maybe scaling and leveling to the next thing, it takes all of us. We got to wear all the hats and do the grind. But to get back out of that and really get some freedom in your life and love your business and your life, you've got to start paying attention to working in the areas that you need to be to grow and that bring you joy and that you love. So how do we define unique genius? And my definition of unique genius came from when I was writing the book, and I thought that was one of the concepts. Chapter something in The Courageous Mind, unique genius. that it took courage to identify those things and to live in that. So I define unique genius as living in your strengths. So your given talents, things that you are naturally good at. And that's unique to each person, right? We're not all the same as what we're good at. In high school, I was really, really good at math and science. And I was good at dance. Different people are good at different things. There's a lot of things I'm not great at. Some coordination in sports with a ball, not as great as JC would like me to be. When we pick up a new thing like pickleball or squash, I don't catch on as quickly. Not my natural strength zone. So your given strengths, and again, these are unique to us. We're all given gifts and we're all good at different things. Secondly, is things that light you up, that just ignite your spirit and fill you with joy. Those are unique to each person as well. Things that you like to do. Some people love to be out in nature. Some people love to write and create. Some people are fueled by looking at numbers and solving the problems of numbers in a business. Some people love to hunt and fish. Some people love to do sports. Some people love to lead and work with people and problem solve with people. And it's things that really light you up that you don't dread doing for sure, but not only don't dread doing, but it really feel that, like, the feeling of it just warms you up inside, lights your spirit, you smile when you think about it. And then finally, it aligns with your ultimate mission and vision and gets you closer to your goals. So all three of those things, I believe that working in your unique genius is all three of those things. When you think about doing something in your business and in your life, it is working in your unique genius if it takes on all three of those things. When I'm dancing, it does align with all three of those things. I'll do that instead of something in my business first, right? I'm good at it. It aligns with my mission and vision of a healthy lifestyle and being active, and music and dance light up my soul for sure. In business, it is working with business owners and working with our team to work in their strengths and their life. Both of those things, I am really good at talking to business owners and helping them solve problems, helping them work in their unique genius and learn to get the freedom back in their business. That's something I'm good at in the business. And I love it. The more conversations I get to have that during the day, the more I get to hear business owners' stories, the more I get to hear people's stories and help them, that absolutely lights me up. And it drives our mission forward as we grow our business and give more opportunities to our team members as well. So it aligns with all three of those things. A lot of times we get caught in things that don't do all of those. We're doing things that we're really good at, but it drains us and sucks the life out of us. Or we're doing things that we're really good at, and because we're really good at it, it lights us up, but it nowhere aligns with our mission vision, and it doesn't get us any closer to our goals. But we're spending time doing it during the day because we think that we're productive. So backing up for a second, before we can identify how we can live fully in our unique genius, and are we ruling our calendar and living in our unique genius each day, because that's the best way to move our businesses and lives forward, we first have to identify what that is for us, what our strengths are, what lights us up, and what our mission, vision, and goals are. Because those are unique to each person. And I think sometimes just in life, especially because of social media, we get caught in the trap of trying to compare ourselves to someone else. Oh, got someone saying hi. Hello. It was so great to learn about you and your business. So thank you for your time and conversation. And I look forward to hearing about your journey too. And thanks for being on and listening today and saying hello. If you're joining us on Facebook, say hello. I love when people are in the conversation. And if you have questions about what I'm talking about, chime in. It's almost like having a guest. So you have to identify those things that are specific to you. Again, we compare ourselves to other people. And we're seeing what somebody else tells us that we're at this level of business. First, we might have somebody else's goals that start at the end. We think we're supposed to have $1 million business or a $5 million business, or we're supposed to have this many crews out on the road. And that's what success looks like. So if that's someone else's picture of success, that's what we put on our goal poster. That's what our goal is, and that's what we're working towards. But it's not our goal. We're not attached to it. And then we try and align our activities of what we're doing with what somebody else's version of success is. So somebody else in the business is successful. This is how they are spending their day because that's what they're good at and that's what lights them up. But that's not the same for us. That works for them because they love doing it. And they love it and they're excited. They're really good at it. They're excited. They go home excited. But you can be doing the same activity in your business and it might not be in your strength zone. And then it's burning you out and you don't even like your business anymore. So you have to pay attention to what it is for you. I don't like looking at numbers. It's necessary in every business, but I can surround myself with people like Dan Flata and my brother, that's an incredible CPA, that they love numbers. They can look at the numbers and help me with them. But it drains the life out of me if I was the one that had to keep track of those every day. So it's not something that I should be doing. It's not, well, I'm good at math. But that's not where I should be spending my time. But it's different because there are people that lights them up, and solving problems through numbers is in their unique genius. So then maybe they should be spending the time doing that in their business. So one, it's identifying that for each person. Oh, Sherry. Oh, back from Nebraska. I miss you too, Sherry. Thanks for chiming in today and listening. I have just the greatest support and the greatest group of people from all facets of life. So if you're listening, say hello. Sherry, I appreciate you so much. Oh, Sherry was Hildy's second grade teacher, I think, and we had a ton of fun. You're an amazing woman. So once you've taken some time to do an exercise and figure out, hey, what is it? What are the things that I'm good at that move the needle forward? What are the things that light me up that I love doing in my business and life? And what are really my goals? What are the goals that are important to you? Once you've done those exercises, and we'll talk a lot about those things on the show. I'm going to get my good friend Drew back on here to talk again. We've done a few episodes on finding your why and why finding your why is so important. And you need to do that before you can really define your mission, vision, and goals. But once you have those three aligned, then going through what you do in your life, what you do in your personal life, what you do in your business, and seeing the activities that you do each and every day, are they working in your unique genius? And if they're not, how do you delegate, delete, or automate those things in your life? And it can be just eye-opening. If you look at the number of things that you are doing in your life that don't align in your unique genius. We have a limited amount of time. It's the one thing that is limited and that we can never get back. This time on earth. So why are we spending it doing things that we don't want to do? How can we find solutions so that we can spend the most time working in our unique genius? Because if you do spend that time working in your unique genius, you're going to move your life forward. You're going to move your business forward. You're going to have more resources to hire and delegate. Both Thaddeus and Hildy. How did I forget Thaddeus? Okay, so Thaddeus just chimed in and said hello. And then Sherry is back with you as both Thaddeus and Hildy's teacher. We just were closer by the time you were Hildy's teacher. 24 years in second grade. Oh my gosh. So happy you're in my circle. Well, wonder why we got to be such good friends. You had both of them. Sorry that I forgot, Thad, that she was your teacher as well. Sherry definitely was working in her unique genius and breathing life into the lives of second graders. And you can tell when someone is working in their unique genius because you can tell that it lights them up. And Sherry, you're an example for sure of someone that every time you talked about the kids in your classroom, and for sure when you walked into your classroom, that you could just feel that energy exude from you, how much passion you had for those little minds and what a difference you made in their lives and forming them into great humans. So I'll be forever grateful the impact that you made on Thaddeus and Hildy and on my life as well. So you can tell Unique Genius spills over into everything, and I'm excited to have these conversations. Oh, I love what you did. Oh. Around Unique Genius, on how different people define it, how different people have discovered it. That we're not just trying to live someone else's life, that we're being courageous and being the author of our own life. I have been in so many seasons of my life that I was just living the blueprint that I thought I was supposed to do, or this was how to run a business, or this was how to be a mom, this was how to be a partner. And I was doing the things that I thought I had to do that defined that role. And instead, how do you break free of that? How have different people broken free of that? And how have people found the courage to unbury their unique gifts that we all have? Sometimes it takes people a while to find the gifts inside of them that they haven't had the opportunity. They just go on this career path and just follow along or doing that. And they haven't discovered the courage yet to go on their own treasure hunt for what their own unique gifts are, and then design a life around that. Some people are fortunate and found a career right away, a mission in life, a career or a business in what they do that it is in their strength, and they absolutely love waking up and what they do every single day. But for some of us, that's a venture. And there are turns and corners and things, and we're learning as we work to uncover what those gifts inside of us are, and then being able to use those to the fullest potential. So Unique Genius has this big overall. We can talk about it in that more magical, philosophical way of, are you brave enough to uncover the gifts inside of you, and really purpose for life way. And then we can have conversations around very strategic things in business, of how can you lead, run your business most effectively, so that you can grow instead of incrementally. I stumbled with that word the second time, exponentially. Doing a solo episode, I almost forgot to take a commercial break. So we're going to take our first commercial break. Hildy chimed in as well. In case you missed it, Hildy, we were just talking about you with Mrs. Krejci. We're going to take our first commercial break, and we're going to come back and wrap up the new changes about talking about your unique genius. We'll be right back.
Creating art from darkness. For over 20 years, Cast Lighting has designed and manufactured the world's most durable, energy efficient, and technically advanced landscape lighting products available at astonishingly affordable prices. Cast offers an all-encompassing line of products with everything you need to get the job done. Cast Landscape, their most durable product, is best-in-class, low-voltage landscape lighting made of solid bronze with integrated and drop-in LED technology. These fixtures are built to endure the most demanding environments. Source Lighting, a new division by Cast, is your source for professional grand landscape lighting made of durable brass, offering both integrated and drop-in LED technology, and backed by Cast, the world's most durable outdoor lighting. Cast Lighting gives you innovative, state-of-the-art, old-world craftsmanship with tomorrow's technology. Visit their website at cast-lighting.com today. That's cast-lighting.com.
From the East Coast to the West Coast and around the world, no one rocks like Turf's Up Radio. Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Get ready to abandon gas with Crest Commercial. With insane power and extreme longevity, the era of batteries trailing behind gas engines is over. With the Crest revolutionary 8-minute cyber system, Crest Commercial landscape tools provide the same power and performance as their gas-powered counterparts, as much as a 2-stroke engine. Plus, the Crest 60-volt CyberPack batteries charge in 8 minutes or less. Professional landscapers can finally make the switch to battery without sacrificing performance, power, or runtime. Crest, it's the only choice to replace gas. For more information or to find a dealer near you, visit Crest.com. Having issues with your maintenance schedule? Want better routing and ability to track your vehicles when they leave the shop? Do you want to reduce your liability exposure with your vehicles that are moving billboards on the road? GPS Fleet Consulting uses cloud-based dashcam monitoring and can easily track your vehicle maintenance using real odometer readings. GPS Fleet Consulting can also assist you with live phone support and email support with guaranteed same-day responses. Yes, same-day responses. Stop wondering where your trucks are and start managing your fleet with GPS Fleet Management Systems. For more information, visit gpsfleetconsulting.com. That's gpsfleetconsulting.com.
And we're back. On a solo episode, I can barely remember to do the things I'm supposed to remember to do when you do a radio show. And it's awesome that we get to be here on Turfs Up Radio. Love the Turfs Up Radio family. And thankfully, I have an incredible support team. So Rochelle is behind the scenes. She is part of our Unique Genius virtual assistant family, and she just always crushes production. And so she's always running the stuff behind the scenes and the music and the fun videos and the commercials. And normally I remember to actually take one with a guest. I'm a little more strategic about how that timing works. And then I was getting so excited with the comments, I forgot that we're on a radio show and we need to take a commercial break. So thank you to Turfs Up Radio and to all of our sponsors. We have some fun stuff coming. If you're in the audience on Turfs Up Radio, the last week of this month, a fun tracking your miles project. So stay tuned. Project Evergreens has a You Move, We Mow challenge. So June 23rd through the 29th, stay tuned. We'll be posting about it. I'll talk about it the next couple weeks, but we're going to be posting about that challenge and tracking our step, doing lots of steps. The goal to be part of the challenge isn't very many steps, like 18,000, but we're going to crush that week. So we're going to be getting in lots of miles. Maybe JC will do it with me. He just doesn't know it yet. Okay, so we are back. We got a couple. Sherry is just spreading all the love. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Oh, it's so great that you're on. When you are listening, leave us a comment. That means the world to me. And it helps. The more that you leave comments, the more people that see the show. Let's be honest about that. But I love hearing your comments and your questions and stuff as well. So thank you for participating and being on. And Sherry, that means the world to me. You get the award for today, for sure. And totally just made my day and week. So that's the exciting news. We are switching up the title of the radio show, of the podcast, to still be focusing on courage, but really we haven't decided the final name yet. If we're going to stick with unleashing your unique genius, unlocking your unique genius, living fully in your unique genius. Those are some of the finalists. But we'll be announcing that, coming out with a little bit of rebrand for the show, and just excited about the amazing guests that we have lined up to talk more about business and life and living fully in that. Like I said, how you can really hone in on having the courage to discover your own unique genius, your own unique gifts inside of you, and then how you align to just be more productive and enjoy your life more. Imagine a life that you got to live, that you only did the things that you wanted to do, that you got to wake up every morning and there was not a thing that you had to do in your business or in your life that you dreaded? What if you got to wake up each morning and look at your to-do list and look at your calendar and it was with pure excitement of everything that was on the calendar, that there wasn't anything in dread? So how can we have conversations that we can all live a life and design our businesses more like that? Because it is possible. It is possible to grow to that. And having goals that align with that and imagining that, to me, that's a heck of a lot more exciting than just imagining $3 million, what a $3 million business looks like, or what having 3 crews or so many team members looks like. Now, we do have to align the numbers in our life to get there, to live that, to be able to delegate, to be able to hire help and hire a team and get to the place where we can spend our time to do that. There do have to be those financial goals, but if you're thinking every day of I am motivated by getting to wake up every morning and love every single thing on my to-do list and calendar, then it's a lot more motivating than a number. It's more motivating than that number to me, even though that's the number we're working backwards for to get. So if you are listening, we've got a bunch of people listening. So if you are on and you haven't said hello, chime in, say hello, let us know if you have a question about any of that, about the new rebrands. But we're excited. Same show, lots of amazing new guests, same host. Hopefully I can get the beginning and the intro just a little more exciting. I tell everyone I am a lot more exciting. You will see me in a couple hours at 4:00 Eastern on Dan Plato's show each week on Turfs Up Radio. And somehow I'm a lot more funny on that show. When I don't have to be the host and run the conversation, I get to be a lot more funny. And when I'm a co-host, when JC and I do our show together in the Foxhole, I was like, when I get to rely off of and bounce off someone else's energy, that's a lot of fun as well. So that's why I rely on you guys to ask questions and make comments too. So we're excited to have those conversations. That's what unique genius means. That's what it means to me. And it's why it also is the name of our company, why we named the company that we work with business owners and virtual assistants Unique Genius, is because the goal in the beginning, and still is to help people be able to live in their unique genius and then delegate, delete, or automate the rest. And virtual assistants are an opportunity to be able to delegate. So anything that isn't in your unique genius, how do we take that off of your plate with an executive assistant, with admin in your business, so that all those tasks, all those important things can be taken care of, that your phone is still answered, that somebody is following up on all of your leads, that someone is making those happy calls, providing a remarkable client experience, that someone is taking care of the team, that all the details are being taken care of. Someone's still reading your email inbox, doing your calendar management, responding to your messages, crossing those little things off your to-do list you're supposed to do. You still have somebody that creates that magic and does all those things for you in your life, but it doesn't have to be you. And we have incredible team members that create magic in people's lives every day, just like Rochelle does for me in producing this show. So exciting things ahead. So stay tuned. And if you have some feedback on guests that you'd like to hear, conversations that you have loved, or you've got some feedback on what the Unique Genius title should be, we would love to hear you. So have an incredible week. Continue to like, subscribe, and share. And still, as our last week, let me know what's one thing that you're going to do this week to get uncomfortable. Mine was stepping outside my comfort zone and doing this solo episode and making it official when you put something out there and launching, that we are launching new and exciting things. So stay tuned for all of that to come. And I want to hear from you. What's one thing you're going to do this week to grow and get uncomfortable? Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you here next Wednesday at 1:00 Eastern.